it's Kaylin here at Full Purpose and Heart, and I have another update video for you in our homeschool life and how things are going and updates that I've got for you to share. I don't feel like I have a whole lot, so hopefully this will be kind of a short video, but I do feel like I left you guys hanging with our reading struggles that we had in our last video, as well as we've got some fun updates and things we've been doing with history, so I wanted to show you those things. So if you're interested in our homeschool life and the update that I've got for you, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, my friends, I'm gonna really try not to get too chatty, but sometimes when I do these update videos, it just happens that way. So anyway, like I said, we finished 32 weeks. We're in our spring break right now, so we've got about 4 or 5 weeks left of school. We have a 4-day school week, so I have about 36 weeks of school. 37, maybe 38, I can't remember for sure. Anyway, so some of you may be thinking like, gosh, that's a lot of weeks, but it's because we only have 4 school days during the week. Now, going into 2nd grade, I'm starting to kind of plan out and see how those school days are going to look. I keep holding this up. And I'm thinking that we may have to do something different because there really is a lot more content that needs to be covered. So I think we might have like an alternating 4-day, 5-day week. We may do something more of a year-round schedule. I'm not exactly sure. So make sure you stay tuned so that you can see, because you never know what I'm going to be doing. But anyway, I was showing you this clipboard. We are still using this tracking sheet. I really like it. I don't really know how much my 1st grader cares to do the boxes, but I'm a check off type of person, so I'm still checking off boxes here and there. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this to kind of go through each subject to make sure that I don't miss anything, and then hopefully I don't, and if I do, then you can leave a comment and I'll make sure to catch that in our next update video, okay? So the first one is our language arts units. We are still using Explode the Code, Spell and Write, as well as I've kind of started sprinkling in some of our Horizons Level 1. Again, if you've been watching my videos, then this is not new information for you, but for those who are new, I started using Horizons at the very beginning of the school year. We used it for several weeks, I don't know, maybe 6 to 8 weeks, and then I stopped using it because it just wasn't melding well with me or with my student. Now that we're coming towards the end of the school year, I'm noticing that we're having a lot of holes, a lot of breaks in our history curriculum, or excuse me, our English curriculum. So I've started picking those up just to kind of sprinkle them into our curriculum, into our school day. And that's been going pretty well. I still feel really like, I don't know, I guess I just don't really love the way that curriculum's presented, because they go through chunks and each one, the minute that they bring it up, I'm like, gosh, there's no like introduction, there's just, I don't know. And I'm sure that if I were to complement it with the teacher's manual, which I have, then it probably would be a little less rocky. But the way that we've been doing it is just an okay system for now, I think. Okay, so we're also doing Explode the Code and Spell and Write. I really like Spell and Write. That's an Evan-Moor product, and it's been really awesome because it integrates lots of different language arts skills in the course of 1 week study. So I really am enjoying that. Explode the Code has been okay. I haven't loved it, but I think it's been good in that my son likes to do the activities, but I don't think that he's learning how to spell, so I'm not sure we're gonna continue that in 2nd grade. I'm still trying to feel out what our language arts is gonna look like in 2nd grade. So anyway, next subject is going to be math. I don't have anything to say about it. I still really enjoy it. I just posted not too long ago my overall curriculum update or review of how everything went, and I talked a little bit about it there. Just that I like it, and I don't have anything bad to say about it. I like the pace. I like that it's colorful. I like that it's easy to do or to work through with my students. So I don't have anything negative to say about Horizons, math, and we're going to be continuing that for 2nd grade. Let's see, geography goes kind of with our history. We are kind of touch and go. This last week I did some of the like assessment pages. as a just kind of to put in our notebook, and those were fine. I don't really have a great love for that resource. We're doing daily geography or beginning geography. That's another Evan-Moor resource, and it's been good, but it's really choppy. It doesn't flow as well. I really think that resource is actually better to do as a supplement for more of a comprehensive curriculum. So I don't have a comprehensive curriculum. I was just doing it as my geography curriculum, but I think it's more of a good supplemental resource. So if you're looking into that, then you may want to find something else that you can complement to it so that you're covering more topics and more in depth as opposed to just a little bit. Again, I talked about that in my review video, so I'll try not to go any further into depth, but that's how I feel about geography. Now, for our reading, in our last video, I talked about the struggle we're having with reading. We're reading the Boxcar Children. My son was not enthused about reading on his own for 15 minutes a day, which I was trying to get him to do. So with a couple of the comments that I got from the community out there, I'm really grateful for that because it did help steer me in a good direction. So I started paying him a penny per page, or 10 cents for a book. If he got like a small reader book, then he would get 10 cents for the book. And he really liked that incentive. So we got through several books for a couple of weeks there. But I really just let him start picking books. When we went to the library each week, I would tell him, choose which books you want to read this week, because when we sit down for reading time, I need you to have the books that you want to read. And I didn't care what they were, just as long as they had words that were the correct level for him. So that was working really great. I also just was kind of letting him read whatever he wanted to. We read the back of cereal boxes for a season. We were reading comic books a little bit here and there. He did have a magazine that he was reading out of, like a children's magazine. So I really just kind of backed off and let him read more as he wanted to. And then we finished the Boxcar Children book 2 as just a read aloud. So that was good and interesting. I should probably pick up Gulliver's Travels before we finish out the year, since we've got about 5 or 6 weeks left as I read aloud for the family. So we'll probably start that as soon as spring break is over. Okay, so thank you again to all of those comments and suggestions that came through. It really helped me. As I mentioned in my last video, you are my homeschool community. This is, my videos hopefully help you, but you definitely help me when I ask questions and you guys respond. So I appreciate those of you who are along my journey for the ride. So the last thing I want to share with you guys is our history. I am loving my history curriculum. We've been doing BJU Press, Heritage Studies 1, and we just finished Jamestown, and we built, I have to show you, this was like a homeschool win, whoops. We built this little Jamestown, so I just went to the craft store and got these sticks. We painted the sticks brown, and then I got some of this like model grass covering type thing, and then we had some spare wood in the garage, so we just cut those up. We made like the little church. You can see my son put the cross on there, and then this is a pen for the pig. And then what I did was this was also at our craft store, these little figurines. I'm trying to show you the brand right here. Okay, oops, right here. So these are the Taub, what did you say, Tube brand. Anyway, and they have lots of different ones, but I got this one's the Jamestown, oh no, the Indians is this one, and then the Jamestown guys is this one. And it was really cute because then they fit right into our little settlement, and they have just the fun little people. You can also order these online. Michael's has them, I noticed, but I didn't want to have to pay shipping. So I went down and I found them at the craft store, but they just kind of fit in our little settlement here, and it was just a fun thing. And then my son played with it for a couple of days. We also are going to be studying briefly for like, I think a whole chapter. Anyway, we have Jamestown covered in our second grade in Heritage Studies 2, so I'll be able to pull us out again, and we'll get to review and refresh and that sort of thing. So I would highly recommend grabbing these at your craft store. They were super fun. And then the other thing that we're doing right now, we're studying Plymouth. So I got this is the history pockets. This is the Plymouth Life. I actually picked this up when I was at a convention last summer because I knew that it was coming. And so we've just barely started doing it. And oops, I've got all the pages. So this is a reproducible book that you have to like copy everything out. which is kind of a downside, but it's okay because then you can use it again and again. Anyway, so they've got some fun activities, and what you do is you create this book and you put like a little yarn on the side. These are like the 12 by 18 construction paper, and then you fold it and you have these fun little pockets. And in the book, they've got different activities, like 4 or 5 activities for each pocket. Now, we're not gonna have time to do all the pockets. I think I chose 4 or 5 subjects within this book, and this book has 8. So some of them I skipped, and I didn't even do all of the activities within each of the pockets because it's just very thorough, and I don't really have that much time because, you know, each activity is like 1 day worth, and we only do history 1, maybe 2 times a week. So I just don't have the time to be able to really invest in what this resource offers. But I'm going to be saving a lot of these pockets and carry them over into our 2nd grade year because we do study Plymouth in 2nd grade as well. So I'll be able to use this again, and it won't be repeat activities because I've saved a bunch of them out. So anyway, that's where we are with history, and that's been really fun. I love history. If you're new to my channel, I taught history when I was in public school for 7 years, and so it really is kind of my passion to find fun resources that bring those things to life. So anyway, as far as science goes, we're going into our butterfly unit study. We did it last year with my preschool students, so I'm ordering the caterpillars again, and we're going to have those and watch the life cycle. I've actually considered some science curriculum for 2nd grade. I'm excited to share with you what I'm picking out for our 2nd grade year. That video will be coming out here in the next couple of weeks as I piece together a few more pieces for that curriculum. So anyway, that's where we're at. Again, 32 weeks. We've got a couple weeks left, so a few more of these update videos will be coming your way. But in the meantime, hopefully you guys are having a good time in your neck of the woods, and I'm hoping that you're finding some inspiration or encouragement with these videos. If you are, I encourage you to subscribe if you have not yet already. A lot of videos are coming out here in the next several weeks because it is curriculum season. I am gathering my curriculum, and one thing I really love to do on my channel is show you the curriculum that I have, because I know not everybody has the opportunity to thumb through these resources before they actually make the purchase and the investment in them. So I use a lot of YouTube resources to try and figure out what I want to buy. So I'm just adding that to the pool. So hopefully it'll help you make those decisions as you begin to pick your resources together. Anyway, thanks so much for tuning in, and we will catch you in another video. Bye guys.